Here we are,
Radio.
live on YouTube, live on TikTok. Maybe we can do those streaming services so that we can actually get this all done. Let's start with the European swords because they're already out. And Dan, you can probably come around here and swing these around and tell us.
Sure. Hang on. What are they? They are definitely swords.
These are definitely swords.
29 just said, I just bought my first sword from you a few hours ago. I got the
Awesome.
Damascus katana.
Oh yeah. That's, oh, I shipped that out already.
That's trying not to point that at you.
We cut with that last night. There's a video, TikTok video from last night. We cut with, man, that thing was really nice.
So I can't remember because I'm getting two different types of long swords. So here you can check it out. You can take off the wrapping.
Oh, wow.
One I believe is a skinnier Italian dueling type 17A, I believe, is the terminology. But once again, European swords are not my thing, so I don't know.
I don't know about the typing of it, but it's Italian.
Yeah. So we have an Italian longsword, and we have a regular. Oh, here's the other one. Let me see the pommel of that one. Okay, so that's our regular SX105V.
Nice.
This is another SX105V, but it's a different style. If you can see, it has a different kind of pommel. So actually, let me turn this over here because Danny's over here fiddling with that, but no one can see her.
Hey, Steve H. What's up, buddy?
Oh, Steve H. He is our #1 customer.
Scottoichi, somebody said. Scottoichi.
Okay, so you can see here that it has that pommel right there, which is a little different from the pommel over there. Ooh, look at this. This is a skinny little thing.
Yeah.
So we love all kinds of swords. We love. You should write a novel, John, about a samurai group that their boat gets lost and they fight Europeans. I really want to see Japanese armaments versus European armaments. I think that would be very interesting.
This is really light.
But there's 3 or 4 HEMA groups here. There's 3 or 4 HEMA groups here in Richmond.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. Independent. So.
Yeah.
Do they like each other, or do they already?
I'm sure there's politics like anything, but I don't know if they like each other.
There's mine. There's KDF.
I ordered the red Odachi you had. It should be here in a day or 2. Oh my God, you're gonna love that. And thanks for buying that. That thing is amazing. We sold all of them. We don't have any more left. We can't believe it.
I'm trying to find a way to get this off without cutting the crap out of myself.
Do you want me to help you?
Huh?
Do you want me to help you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this from you.
Yes. Got it?
Yes.
So 2 different types of long swords we have here.
Wow.
Like I said, it's really light.
We actually used those before. Here, I have an anti-cut glove. Let me put it. So every good. Can you get it?
That's the problem. I found up here. You got it.
It feels heavier than the S5.
I can get it from the top. That's the problem. Gotcha.
Here, let me just get you try to look from here. So
Sure.
every good sword store should have a cut-resistant glove.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Oh wow, that thing is amazing.
So look how thin.
Oh my God, this
Yeah.
is like,
Really?
It's like barbecue.
this is
Yeah.
beautiful.
So this is a Type 17A, I believe, is the terminology. Maybe the HEMA people around can confirm that for us. This is one of Cloudhammer's new swords. It's available in SX105V and also in SX105V. This is SX105V, and it's also available in 51 CRV4.
You're fine.
Let me answer some questions here.
Sorry, I mean that.
Eh?
I'm just like, I'm gonna get
How's
a
You're
range.
fine.
That's nice.
See, this is why my elbow's up. Scott's always fussing at me. Get your elbow down. I can't. If I do, I'm going to get hit.
It's very unique. I think it's unique training Japanese sword arts and HEMA arts at the same time.
Yeah.
So Danny here, she basically changed HEMA, and she just started our Genjutsu class.
That is so nice.
Yeah, it's got a little thin.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Let me see how light that is.
it's like,
It's got some whoosh to it. Some touch.
it's like,
Oh my gosh, it's like I expected it some heft.
there's no heft to it.
And this is made from SX105.
That's SX105V. For those of you who don't know, that's a Japanese tool steel. Whoa, heard that.
Yeah.
Wow. Boy, what a beautiful sword. And this is Cloudhammer. So Cloudhammer's been making
They've been making European
swords for a long time.
For a long time.
Boy, that's
Their #1 clients are in Europe, and they were doing OEM long swords for them, long swords and arming swords. And so there was just the Valley of the Sun cutting competition a few weekends ago, and a lot of people I think really liked it. All
What
right,
was the price of the one we were just holding?
The skinny one?
Yeah.
that is an Italian longsword is the way that Cloudhammer describes it. You wanna, what do we do with this? You wanna cut that? This is the same thing. This is the same thing. Yeah. You want that aside? Just put it aside. That's a good idea.
Yeah, if someone's interested, they want to know how much it was.
I don't even know off the top of my head.
We will let you know.
Okay. This one's actually another one of these. We should have gotten 2 of these Italian longswords.
Yeah, this one-on-one, yeah.
We should have gotten 2, but we only have 1.
It's up to someone on
All right,
Facebook. Thanks
now-
for joining.
On to some of the Japanese swords.
What was the Tachi?
This one, the big Tachi.
Oh, wow.
Nice, yeah, we got big Tachi.
Okay, so this is actually the same as this is SX105V as well. Let me go ahead and take it out. It has an upgraded Sageo, so I'm gonna go bring it here so you can, while he's taking that off, I'm gonna create my distance. This is upgraded brocade Sageo, which increases the cost by $100.
So nice, that's really nice though.
But yeah, you can see.
That's beautiful.
すごい、それがすごいね、じいちゃん。
So without
Yeah.
without the Sageo, for the regular Sageo, this is a $600 and some sword actually, but this one here is $700.
So it has silk covering the handle instead of stainless
Rayskin.
rayskin. Yeah, it's very pretty. It has a smaller tsuba on it. Actually, I really like the smaller tsuba. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little smaller
Johnny
tsuba.
Cortez, come see us when you're in the area.
Oh, that's really nice. It's beautiful. Do you know what this one is going to sell for?
That one's gonna sell for $700. I think it's already sold.
Oh, I'm manhandling someone's sword.
Yeah, I think this one's already sold, but I'm not 100% sure at this point. There's somebody.
That's another one. Another touch.
Let's see. This is Casey. Casey. He had special ordered this from Cloudhammer. So go ahead. I actually did not get permission from him I forgot to contact him. But if he's on, go ahead and take it. So he basically wanted a deep swordy sword, and so you can see this one has a Choji Hamon. This is SX105V. Choji
Can you see
Hamon.
the hamon? Can you see the hamon on there?
Yes.
Isn't that pretty?
While he's showing it off on one computer, I'll go ahead and still show off this one here. Wait a minute, which one is this? Oh, this.
You guys can see that hamon on there. Look at that. That is glorious.
And they basically blackened the fittings because Casey wanted it blackened.
Nice.
So these are originally black with gold and silver highlights, but they blackened those off.
Oh, Johnny, if you're in North Chesterfield, you're right down the street. Come see us. There's no excuse.
He asked for more of an iron style. He wanted a very simplistic looking tachi. So we can go, actually, let's put this back in here for this one. In here. Sure. And we're going to nail this off.
Very nice. I think we can be very
So
happy
this
with
is
that.
Casey. Okay.
So you said somebody's from North Chesterfield?
Yeah.
What's up? I'm here usually Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 11 to 6. Come on by, see us.
Scott, we got a question for you. Can you recommend somewhere to buy a fundoshi?
A fundoshi.
Yeah.
Fundoshi. I actually used to wear them.
I don't want to. I can't wash my eyes out of it.
Kyoetsu on Amazon. There's a seller called Kyoetsu that has them. Taiko, Taiko shop.com. TaikoShop.com. It's
For those of you who don't know, fundoshi is like a loincloth, I guess.
Japanese primitive loincloth. I mean,
Sumo
people
wrestler.
still wear them. Yeah.
Oh, the sumo wrestler loincloth. Okay.
I wear them in Japan when we go under waterfalls and stuff for
Oh,
meditation. Oh man, this thing is awesome.
Yeah. So this is what.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's fun.
This one is a kazari dachi. So basically, an old school tachi that was usually worn in court, Heian period, and it has a full rayskin handle.
This thing is beautiful. Is this one sold or?
We have one that's sold, and we have 2 more that are not.
Ooh.
One will grace my wall for the time being.
Oh, it could be.
It's actually kogarasu,
Kogarasu, rather.
and it has a suguha hamon on it.
Let me go over a little bit. There we go. Now we can see it.
Isn't that pretty?
Mhm.
That is a honkin' Tsuba on there. Check that out.
I'm gonna turn this over.
Black lady katana, nice.
That is a very interesting Tsuba, is it not?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is a kazari dachi tsuba. So they're based on Tang Dynasty style swords. Before you put it away, let's measure the Nagasa. It's supposed to be 31, and it is 30.
Well, you're measuring the whole thing. I thought you were doing this in Nagasa.
Oh, it's 30 and a half. And is that, let me see. May I?
Sure.
Got it.
Yes, it's a very beautiful sword.
This orange finish. I don't know if you can see this. The orange finish is
Oh,
speckle. Isn't that pretty?
nice.
Yeah. It's really pretty.
So one of the interesting things that you see here is if you see the ray skin is sealed here, and you want that because the ska are basically cut down here, and so when you put the ray skin here, it gives it extra stability. So for those of you who didn't hear, you can see that this is where the ray skin, they wrap it around, and this is where it touches. And they do this because if you did it along the seam here, it's going to follow the same seam as the ska. So you risk, if the ska splits, then you don't have the extra reinforcement from the, what do you call it, the samigawa. So yeah, this is gorgeous. This is W2. This is W2 steel.
So that's like what era? It's like Heian.
Heian
Yeah.
period. It's also kogarasu. So kogarasu is little bird. Some people call it morihazukuri, but it has like kind of a gen style top tip. Has a curvature. It has a beautiful triangle bohi, triangle termination bohi. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. So we can get our bad angles and show how fat we are. All right. And it has the kamon on the saya as well, but it's all wrapped up. I can't remember whose kamon that is, but I'm a big fan of Kazari Dachi just because I like Chinese
Yeah,
swords.
this
as well.
is this sort of bridges that gap to early Tachi.
So yeah, a store that will not be mentioned, Mini Katana, basically was saying how the Tachi was formed, and it was basically full of misinformation. All right, I think these are more of the same, but I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, no, that's not. I can tell from the feel.
Oh, thank you. I love going live too.
This
I love
one
showing
is
off
Ooh, what is this?
Is this
Oh.
Holy Damascus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this one here, this is a gift, a graduation gift for someone who is graduating from grad school. I'm not quite sure what, but this is an S5 heavy cutter.
Oh, it's S5 with the bohi.
It's an S5 with a Bowie heavy cutter.
So maybe you can explain just how important that is. So typically a bohi, the blood groove or the fuller, created to reduce the weight of a sword. The S5 steel is so dense that you cannot cut a bohi in it.
You can. The fail rate is about 30%.
30%, but he discovered a technique. Didn't he invent a technique to do it like when it was cooling? or
That I don't
something?
know.
I thought you
Check out the
mentioned
habaki as well. This is a custom habaki engraving.
Oh, it's
So
beautiful.
everything about this is Raiden. So and it's supposed to be kind of like sort of I guess a thunderstorm style katana.
Yeah, not pronounced Raiden. Raiden, as in like
Raiden.
the character from
Kamen Rider.
the character from Mortal Kombat is not Raiden.
So
Wow.
that's really cool.
12-inch scalp. That's what 30-inch. That's a
31-inch. I think on the it might be 31.
this is beautiful.
The Nagasa. So we need to wrap that back up and right. Do we have this Sharpie? I want to make sure I remember who goes where.
That's pretty. I love the
Is there a
S5
Sharpie over there?
scabbard.
Nice.
You guys can see that. Can you see the speckle on it?
Yes.
No.
And the furniture is really nice.
Hmm.
I like the black on black murdered outlook. Murdered.
So actually, no. All the things that are supposed to go somewhere, we are going to put to the side, like that one. I believe I put to the side.
Yeah.
Right. This one's your Casey. All right. We only have 22 people watching on TikTok. This must be very boring. We did dance more.
Yeah, I mean, this is
We need to look fun and dance.
We had more,
Jim,
but I think
Scott.
technical difficulties cause people to head out.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I won't.
The cool people are still here.
We have another Kazari Dachi here, so I'm going to send this off to Kirk. So Kirk, if you're watching, I know this has taken much longer than we said it would, but here it is. Actually, that box is beat up. I have one more. So, yeah. All right. Unravel that guy.
Oh, it's another Tachi.
Is it another Tachi?
I can sense it with my Sith sense.
Yes, Curtis on here.
Kirk?
Kirk, yes.
Ah. Ooh.
Do you sell oversized katana for tall people?
So a lot of these are oversized. They're 31 inches.
We have Nodachi, Odachi,
Yeah.
Nagamaki as well. SX105V.
This is SX105V Choji Hamo.
Well, we'll see, Kyle. Maybe it's in this.
Check that out. Beautiful.
That is pretty.
You can see that. How about here? Can you see it here?
Yes.
And this is the Saya for it. It's a bronzish looking one. Bronze on green, green on bronze.
Did we show a Nagamaki? No, we did not.
We do not have a Nagamaki in this. We will be getting a Nagamaki. This one is actually will be for sale for here. So,
If we have anything for a Kyle, he is currently watching.
for Kyle, yes. I'm
Oh,
sure yours is
yeah,
in here
Kyle.
somewhere.
Ta-da. Oh,
Wow, nice.
This one is
that's a beautiful tsuba on there.
that black or is the wrap?
It's blue. It's
Blue.
blue. It's blue leather.
Blue is leather. Okay, this is for Alfonso. If you're watching, this is yours.
Oh man! I should have known it was his.
Yeah,
Is the-
Did he custom order this?
he did custom order it.
Man, you got good
It's
taste.
a full Saya wrap, dark blue, navy blue. The and then check out the Hamon on this guy.
Oh, I love this hamon cut out. Oh, look at the wow.
Oh,
So the
wow.
habaki is really nice. It has this cutout effect.
That's nice.
Yeah, and look at the hamon on this thing. That is
That's beautiful.
stellar. You guys can see that. Can you see the hamon on there?
Yes.
Or the habaki rather.
The polish really brings out that Hamon there.
We have a question. Has the carbon sakabato come in yet?
The carbon sakabato has not come in yet. I'm assuming it's coming after the Chinese New Year. Basically, China, everyone's on vacation right now, so we currently do not have it.
Grant said they just received their Sea Dragon themed katana today, and they think it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. You're
Awesome.
very welcome.
Thank you for your business. It's an awesome sword.
Yeah, Sea Dragon. It's like we're still selling it. We were selling it for $99, but it's gone up in price. But for $99 and what it can do as a cutter, pretty impressive.
It's like, because we have the customer watching, how did the box show up? Was it beaten up, or how did it unpacking it? Was it still pretty decent? Kind of just get some feedback. So if we need to pack them better, we will. But very rarely you get a chance to talk to somebody who buys them like this live.
Actually, they tend to come on ours live a lot. Okay, next one. Was that for Alfonso? Yeah. You want to go grab the next one?
Bash says, thanks for recommending the soft stick cooker on eBay.
Oh, Sophie Coke.
Soft stick cook, yeah.
Oh yeah, did you find some cool stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grant said the box was a bit beaten up, but besides that, it was not an issue.
The sword was okay? Okay, good.
All right, on to the next one. What was the one you just pulled out? The one you just put inside?
That was another one of the orange.
Orange touchy.
Yep, okay.
We have another question. Says, when you ship overseas, will there be a wooden box and then styrofoam like I see it?
Shipping overseas, yes. Well, it depends on what it is. If it's like one of the like Heaven and Earth ones, we just ship them with boxes we have. So if the other swords, we'll use these like these ones here. This one is for this one is for Nick.
Wow, that tsuba is beautiful. Check it out. Be careful. I'm gonna look at the tsuba on that.
Oh wait, this is not for Nick.
Oh, nice.
I cannot think of who this is for right off the top of my head, but this is a custom.
All silver furniture. That's beautiful. If you guys can see it there,
Yes, definitely.
that wave pattern in the tsuba. Very nice. If you guys can see that.
Yeah, I can't remember what the guy's name is off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's really
But
good.
this is an S5. She's an S5.
So I'm saying I live in Thailand and will be short, less than 30-inch blade because I'm not a tall person.
The average ones are about 70 centimeters is the standard is 70 centimeters. So that comes up to 27 and a half
7
inches.
and a half inches, yeah.
I'm glad someone knows how to translate that.
I just happen to know 70 because that's a swordsman.
I like how people resist it in America. Then when they go to buy ammunition, they're like 9mm. But
That's not metric.
Right.
Yes, it is.
This is all the fun of the messes these things make.
These are like kitty dash.
That thing is so sharp, it's crazy. What is it made out of?
It's I think it's a tool steel from Second City.
Shake it down.
Let's say,
Ooh.
I swear this is a Takemitsu. Oh, it was so light, it's a bamboo blade.
Ooh.
These are for training and sparring, and it's in full gear.
What's nice about these, if you're a cosplayer, obviously you know that you can't get into certain venues with steel blades. So with a wooden blade, now you have a proper handle and all the dimensions are accurate, but you've got a wooden blade. So these are really cool.
Those are the Cloudhammer brand ones. And apparently you can spar with them.
It's got a nicer handle.
Yeah, no, it's basically got all the things you would expect out of Cloudhammer, which is to say it has a really nice tight leather wrap and decent fittings.
Oh, Sakabato.
Here's the this is not a Sakabato. This is actually a standard. So this is Nyx. Yeah, beware of that one because that's not a Sakabato.
I thought it was because it has pretty much the same.
It has the same. It's exactly the same except it's not a Sakabato.
There's actually Suba. Look like it.
Just announce it to the world.
Don't touch much there. Not pretty. You can see that hamon there. It's
What
gorgeous.
other
that is
spots are we
another
streaming? We're doing YouTube and we're doing TikTok.
And we don't have necessarily good angles. One of these days, we're going to get a streaming service that can get all of them at the same time.
So we're doing Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok right
But
now.
on 3 different devices, and we probably should just have one device.
We'll get
Kyle, we will let you know when it's yours. I promise.
Kyle, this might be Kyle's.
Says, you see a
No.
Kyle with an Oni, notify me. I'll be sure to listen. Please, please, please.
Kyle was an Oni.
Oni.
So that one, this one's also a custom. This is the Rurouni Kenshin, but not our normal Rurouni. All right, we have 5 more to go.
There's 2 swords in here. Is it a Daisho? Oh, these are, what are these? These are
Huh. This might be a replacement because there were some things. Okay, so this is for George Selinsky. I can tell already this is your replacement. Ah, okay. So this is for Ian Cho. This is a little shorter than I thought it would be. Wow. Yeah, this is SX105V.
You have 6 coming in. You have Sword Envy. Well, you know, I can't really say anything. I have like several at home too. And I have Sword Envy.
So this is a Tang Dynasty style sword.
Oh, wow.
This is based on a drama of the 12 Shrar Sharan.
Single edge with the kogarasu. How do you say it in Cantonese?
I don't know, but it's a Tang Dynasty style head. I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head. But look at the handle as
The
well.
handle is interesting, and it's got this kink.
Yeah.
So it gets a curve. It's from a drama.
So it's actually like a historical sword. Or
Oh no, it's a TV sword.
Oh, from a TV show.
But it's made of SX105V, making it super functional.
Very nice.
Is that the bag it came in?
Yeah.
So I could put that on the side and ship
You
that
can
off.
run past you.
So this is for George
You can go
Sword.
fast.
Can I just ship this one as well? Those are all. I do.
Someone's saying it's up. It's up.
Who is
What's
it?
up?
What's his name?
Vinny Lowe's is talking about like Mark, Triplague, and Twisted. So it's up. I'm saying it's up to everybody.
That one.
Glad you guys can join us.
George.
That's for Ian.
Glad you guys can join us.
Now I'm gonna get you a shorter box for that, tighter box.
Oh man, this is.
Ah!
Oh wow! I already love the Manuki on this. It's a Mikyo Buddhist Vira Congo Thunderbolt. this is nice.
This is ASAB 88. This is my new cutter.
This is yours?
That's my new cutter. So basically, it's a
That's
narrow profile
pretty.
sword, but it's ASAB 88 or ASAB 88, which has a HRC of 60.
And that
And-
means that it's just a harder steel, more dense steel?
Yep.
When you say,
Yep. So, or sorry, HRC, the hardness. It's on the hardness scale. So it's an HRC of 60. But then
it's got a
also,
nice story to it. There's a story on that.
it's kind of funny how all these swords look really small after seeing all the big swords we've been pulling out. But this is a standard 70 centimeter sword.
We have a
Oh
question.
wow, I love the feel of this.
When ordering from Cloudhammer, what all is customizable?
It's all almost everything is customized.
Almost everything. So they produce the blades first, and you can completely finish it the way you like. The length of the scuff. If you want a full Samegawa wrap. If you want Japanese silk. If you want Japanese furniture, we'll import them from Japan. It's going to cost a little bit more. They may have to file down the inside of the tsuba, but it's really whatever you want. You can get. You can choose synthetic silk, which is the Chinese synthetic silk is. A lot of people are having a hard time differentiating that between that and actual Japanese silk. It's that good now. So you're saving about what, $60 to $80?
A lot.
Yeah.
I just.
But
I
the
just
finish
did
of
a
the
great
saya
choice
you
here.
can do. So you
Oh,
pretty
it's
much the
going
whole
very
thing
well.
you can customize.
I just did it really nicely and then it stopped doing it. So anyway, yeah. This is
Oh.
pretty sharp. I can't wait to cut with this guy.
Is the thin European sword spoken for?
No.
There you go, Algo.
Question mark.
Algo Mar is asking about that.
Oh, Albor Mar.
Yeah.
That's Alfonso.
Alfonso, yeah, I don't
so
think it's spoken for.
We're
You're
supposed to send one. So I was supposed to get two, and one was going to Combat Cat, but I only got one. So I'm not quite sure. I need to find out what's going on with that.
Got a question. If any of you were to practice with sword, what would you choose in regards to metal?
Depends on what I'm doing, but if, basically all around, I'm going for SX105V.
I have two S5s, and I love the S5, but I'm going SX105V from here on out.
So, and also, basically, that Cloudhammer is going to be doing a new SX105V through hardened steel, which is, it'll have an HRC of 59, even though it's through hardened. So this is another one of the sparring swords.
I don't practice with any of my sharp swords yet.
Well, the thing is, we've done a lot of cutting with these things, and the SX105V will do bamboo, we'll do hard target, soft target. It kind of does it all, and it has a beautiful hamon. The S5, they can't put a hamon on it, so it doesn't look as nice. What is this?
This is a shop sword. I had one before, and it's sold, so I got another one.
Wow, this is pretty.
Yeah, check out the hamon on that one.
What steel is this?
This is SX105V.
The scion, that is really pretty.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Look at that.
Full ray skin wrap.
So I'm kind of a sucker for silver furniture. I love it. It looks beautiful.
Hey Scott, do you want to explain what the silver furniture is?
So that's the tsuba, the seppa, the habaki, and the fuchi and kashira. So basically the koshirae, the furniture is in the silver plate. It's really pretty. In contrast to, brass or copper for the habaki or copper or brass for the seppa. Here you have all silver with a nice leather skamaki. This is beautiful.
So I am a little confused because this is, I think this is Nick's sword.
You guys can see that. Isn't that beautiful? It's also, look at
Now
that.
I'm really confused.
Bye, Grant. Thanks
Gorgeous.
for joining us.
Man, the side is nice too. It's completely wrapped in ray skin.
Let me see if this one has a hamon on it.
That's really pretty.
That is pretty.
You guys can see that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh wait, yeah, this is actually this is one of ours. I got them mixed up. Okay, so this one is a
How much will
this
that
one is a
sword
51
run?
CRV4. Also similar to the Roni Kenshin one, this one has a hardwood scouter.
The
This
one that
one's
we have
through hardened.
now? Is it the one that we are looking at now that you're asking about, or the one from before?
So 51 CRV is Cloudhammer's, I don't want to say entry level, but that's pretty much there.
Well, we're actually going to introduce a new entry level one, which we can get for $200. Whatever we can sell for $200 will be 61 Actually, I'm sorry, sub 10.
Sub 10.
Sub 10 is a Japanese spring steel. Sub 12 is their higher grade one, but sub 10, that's basically going to be our new entry level. And this will be our basic.
Okay.
The balance is really
Hey,
nice.
John,
Yeah.
the sword with the white hilt from before with the blue saya, how much is that one going
This
for?
one's 850.
Okay, that's $850. Is the SX 105 searchable on the website?
The one I just pulled out.
I believe
Maybe
so.
I don't think any of this is on the website.
I'll get them up tomorrow. So I'll get them up tomorrow. So.
What is the best sword to have for protection inside your home?
I think any sword is going to be
Yeah.
fine.
Thinking that too,
Any sword.
as long as you know how to use it properly, any.
So all of our swords have an actual proper tang. So even our $100 swords, we feel that even if you just enjoy the aesthetic, if it hit the fan and you had to cut with it, would you be able to? We have a lot of TikToks. Just last night we were cutting with those. But this is an example here. I don't know if you can see this. This is a rat tail tang nakago, and this is what you see in these like mall specials. In fact, you can see the welds. It's like a bolt that they just squashed and welded. The actual steel is stamped. It's not a forged folded blade. But this is we don't carry stuff like this because we feel that if you tried to cut with this, the handle would snap. So you got to kind of be wary of some of the cheap stuff out there. And even if for us, we're as practitioners, yeah, we want to spend $100 on something that's nice to look at. But if we had to cut with it, we'd want to be able to. So that's something to be mindful of.
This is
Oh, I'm sorry, Bergie, I misunderstood the question. Can you search by steel type on the website?
Yes, on Cloudhammer Forge, there is search by steel type.
Cloudhammerforge.com.
Cloudhammerforge.com. Ooh, we got some beauties here.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, this is my new cutter. This is my new cutter.
Let's roll some tatami and cut with it this week. How about
Hell
we do
yeah.
that? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll roll tomorrow. We'll roll some tomorrow.
Oh, you're welcome, Bergie.
We're happy to answer any questions. So if anybody has any questions about the steel types, different swords, martial arts, feel free to ask. Happy to show anything else again if you'd like to see.
And, oh man, we made a mess of styrofoam.
I'm not seeing any questions quite yet.
This is really standing out.
Oh, I'm sorry to everyone who is on the chat on what do you call it?
YouTube.
YouTube. I totally missed everything.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
Well, let's answer some of these questions if we can. So what other spots are you streaming? I see Facebook and YouTube. It looks like there's more cameras going on. So we've got TikTok right now as well. That's Matt Jensen. Hey, Matt. How you doing, buddy? Like the longsword with the wheel pommel. People enjoyed cutting with it at the Valley of the Sun Tournament. Heck yeah. Sweet. What else we got?
Said the bamboo swords are good for training sparring.
Scott, do you have an ETA for my hoodie? Thanks again. Everyone will be jealous. Samurai Bird. Yeah, dude, that's on the way. So that's shipped out yesterday. So you should get it probably tomorrow.
Dude, you said the bamboo swords are good for training sparring.
I guess if you're wearing protection, because I just hit myself with it just out of curiosity and it hurt a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But they'll do tachikaze.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Scott, what school of Kenjutsu do you practice?
Kukami Shinryu, Tenshin Hyoho. I also do Asayama Ichidenryu and Tenshin Hyoho. And I've also trained Koden Enshinryu Suemonogiri Kempo and no longer train at Ruha. All like Soga Bujutsu or Koryu. So like I'm enthralled by Sengoku Jidai era Koryu. And all my friends do Katori Shintoryu and we have interesting debates.
You mentioned that Cloudhammer can import Japanese subas. Do you mean antique or modern recreations?
Both. I mean, if you want something mounted with the Japanese tsuba, then we can do it. One of the things that someone has done is they sent the fittings they wanted. They shipped them to Taiwan, and then Cloudhammer mounted it for them.
So do whatever you want, and that's why us as practitioners, why we love Cloudhammer, because we care as much for the suba down as we do from the suba up. And nothing's worse than finding a great blade and the handle falls apart and then have to find somebody to fix that and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars and wait 6 months plus to get it fixed on a brand new sword blows. So what's nice with Cloudhammer is you get exactly what you want. So if you like a 12-inch ska or 11-inch ska, or Freak of Nature, James Williams with this 15-inch ska and a 27-inch Nagasa. They'll do that. They'll do whatever you want. You can get the furniture you want. So if you're like John and like the gaudy 5 different alloys, steel Subas, 6. They can do that. Or if I like more plain, subdued, boring Suba. Yeah. So yeah, whatever you want, you can get, and you don't have to make compromises or sacrifices. So what's really nice though, if you do a lot of cutting, you can do a full Samegala wrap on that ska. And that's really, really nice. They'll do Hishigami. They'll do Japanese silk or cotton. I'd say Cloudhammers, I feel that their leather wraps are very, very good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the leather wrap.
Yeah. And leather's one of those things that over time, it feels really nice once it kind of,
You break it in.
you break it in.
John, apparently you set a good example cutting yourself. Thank you for that.
Cutting myself?
Yeah. You set a good example when you cut
Oh, just
yourself.
wooden blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious to see. But
What kind of debates do you have with folks in Kotori Shintoru? Oh, all kinds of stuff.
For training and practice, can you cut a young bamboo tree?
A young bamboo tree, not with not with one of these, but yeah, a lot of these other sorts, we cut bamboo with them. So this is once again the.
So I don't know if you know this, like a lot of the old samurai movies, like Toshima Fune, they use these takemitsu, they would cover them, they would either paint the blades with like a metallic looking paint, or they'd use like a duct tape, like a silver duct tape that looked like steel from a distance. So you see them doing like the Zatoichi spins and all that, the spin shooting. They're doing it with a bamboo sword. And like if you see all these movies, you see them come off the set, the behind the scenes, they all have these bamboo swords. Like, man. And you try to do it with a steel blade. It's like tennis elbow. Yeah, love it.
The Shanderson said there's studying Toyama Ryu.
Toyama is pretty cool. Good for you.
A lot of cutting
A
going
lot of
on.
cutting, no kumitachi. Interesting history with Toyama Ryu.
Nice swords from Sensei Danny Bolden.
Oh, Dave Bolton, thanks for chiming in.
Can he make a My Little Pony set of fittings? So Matt Jensen's a brony.
I don't think
What
he's
you
a
gotta
brony.
get-
He just
He's
said,
not a brony.
can they make me
I
a
know
My
he
Little
wants one.
Pony?
I know he wants one.
So he's coming out.
Yeah,
He's a brony.
I'm pretty sure that I think that I have discussed that with Cloudhammer. I knew that you said I think he said he wanted it, but I'm not sure what the status
For real,
is.
would they actually really do it? Is there like?
I think they've discussed it. This was before I came on with Cloudhammer, so I think they discussed it. I don't know exactly the details.
So go to AliExpress.com, pick out your
goodness.
furniture.
Yeah, once again, this is kind of like the one I think is really.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I'm trying to get it.
Yes, come see us and ask all the questions.
This has
I
a
have all the
gorgeous
answers.
brocade sageo.
If you're in Richmond, we're open daily 11 to 6. And then
This
we're,
feels really
over on weekends,
small compared to all the other big swords we can do.
the Tsuba is tiny. It's almost like a Kodachi size Tsuba. I really like it.
Look at the curve on this guy. His sword is
Koshizori?
It's a koshizori.
Koshizori,
Yep.
right there. Yep.
Yeah, aluminum tape does work good on cosplay wooden swords.
It does. And the thing with this is, you can actually have a proper handle. You don't have like a Nerf gun equivalent.
Yeah, this is tiny. I'm just trying to compare it to the other. This is the other deep sword that we got from them. This one is sold actually,
Look at the width of the Tsuba difference. Yeah.
and the ska as well. I think Kingfisher in Canada, he was a big fan of the original, very narrow ska. This one's narrow. This one's thick. This is one of the things that we were getting feedback from people saying they didn't like the ledges. So I think that some of the latter versions had more hishigami. So I think they used some thicker ones as well.
So Aikidoka asked, what sword was I doing the Tachikaze with? That's another Takemitsu from Cloudhammer. So that's a wooden blade.
Aikidoka, that's Phil Martin.
Hey, Phil. So yeah, this will.
Sensei Bolden is saying my birthday's in April. My wife's going to purchase a sword for me. I can't wait.
Oh, sweet.
Got another question. It's on your website. It says you guys are only open until 4 on Saturday.
Yeah, we basically close a little early on Saturday.
But if you let us know you're coming, we'll
Yeah.
make special arrangements. We'll be here for you and open it up privately for you. So it's by appointment as well. We do recognize some people work different shift work and they have availabilities different. So let us know if you want to come down. We'll set it all up for you. Just reach out to us through social media or the website. Chris, Matt Jensen just responded to me. My life is complete. Jason Larkin says, I've seen a Papa Smurf Suba on eBay. It's eBay. I mean, it all exists.
It all exists.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out new homes for all these cool Cloudhammer swords. What else is new? Yeah, let's see if there are any other questions we can answer here.
Yeah, any questions? Oh,
Hey y'all, I'm just seeing all these comments here on YouTube.
hey Scott, why do you prefer the SX105V to S5?
So the S5 it doesn't really have a Hummel on it, you know. And the S5 is really made for blade-on-blade contact. I guess for me, the S5 would be the zombie apocalypse blade, but the SX105V, I've cut everything. I've cut bamboo with it. I mean, like 3.5-inch, 4-inch bamboo without a scratch. This just has a beautiful.
That's your S5 though.
Well, no, I did cut bamboo with the.
You did cut with the.
Yeah, the smaller stuff.
Yeah, you did that. The one that actually Eric Hussein has that one right now.
Yeah.
He has that one. It was a Suda Hummel. So that's the one we've cut with.
The SX105V just looks really pretty. You know, I love that Hummel.
If you want a Hummel, you can get SX105V, and they can differentially harden it. They will polish it, make it super pretty. The cool thing about the blade is that usually when you differentially harden the blade, you actually reduce its impact resistance. It is more likely to break, and then it's also more likely to set a bend. But with SX105V, it's not going to bend in the first place because it's very rigid.
That's something that we cut. I cut with the SX105V. So.
You cut that with the S5.
Yeah,
it was S5. Yes, it was.
Where do you recommend I purchase a belt to hold a katana on my waist?
Ebogu.
Ebogu, E-Bogu. If you're larger than probably kataaro.com, Kataaro, they make 175-inch sword belts in white, black, and navy, which I use. I love those.
Oh, this is super specific. Are all the blades signed, or are they single or double pin?
Most of the blades are Cloudhammer single pins them, but you do have the option if you decide you want to order one from Cloudhammer, you want a double pin, you can get that done. So for example, this new Snotty Hollow one that I had made, this one's double pin here. So yeah, it is basically usually single. They usually single pin them, but this one you can have it requested to be double pinned.
Is 440 stainless steel good?
Not for cutting. 440 stainless steel will hurt yourself. This we're going to need to put aside for what you call him? Your man who's bought all the swords. He has a deposit on this one. The one who put the deposit, who comes from Suffolk.
This is.
Yeah, that's his now.
Oh, this is the one he put the deposit on.
Mm-hmm. So I'm swapping the space out for them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Any other questions before we shut this down? I'm going to try to catch up here. Let's see. Any L6 swords? So Samurai Bird asks about L6, and Cloudhammer doesn't make L6. He basically says, I mean, they used to make L6 blades, but he says it's very time-consuming and labor-intensive, so the price goes up. That's why they use S5. And if you look at the statistics, S5 is not a big downgrade from L6. So an L6 blade, if you took in the labor cost, it'd be like $1,000 some versus S5 we can get for like much less.
Oh, you're very welcome, Don.
But we can get L6. We're getting some from Shinken of Swords. They have the best soft cutter I've ever used, which was an L6 blade.
Oh my gosh, that thing.
Check our videos.
We have some of those coming, don't we?
Yeah, I placed a bulk order for
I
it.
mined one of those.
So
was probably.
It was
like you couldn't even feel any drag. The
Yeah.
sword was so beautiful.
It was just amazing.
It was almost like a Tachi sword. I mean, that thing was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
We sold that, right?
That was John Smith.
That was John Smith. What a great sword that was.
That was an amazing sword.
Besides stingray and shark skin, do you all have any other recommendations for Samegawa material?
Silk.
So yeah, this one has. Show that one up close. This one has silk.
Silk. And they'll dye if you want. If you don't want just black or white Samegawa, they'll dye in different colors. Like they do like red and blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but this is silk. That gives you an idea what that looks like.
You can ask all the questions you want, Fergie. What is the next step down from the SX105? They are
SX105V.
expensive.
So
51 CRV, I assume, right?
51 CRV or sub 12. Sub 12 has a very similar rigidity as SX105V. It does have more bend tolerance, but you cannot put a hum on it. Really, basically, the only one that Cloudhammer puts for semi-functional swords, the semi-practical swords, they put a hum on is SX105V. They do also do like folded steel and kobase blades, like what they would consider to be artistic swords. So this one is clay tempered. Sorry about that.
So pretty. I love this.
So this one's a kobase blade.
What's that retail for?
This one I think is 700.
750.
Yeah.
750, yeah.
Kobase, classically, you would use folded tomahawking around an iron core, but they use a folded tool steel and a folded spring steel wrapped around a spring steel core for this.
Wow, that's not gonna say.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask. Al wants to see the thin sword again.
The thin sword,
The
Italian.
thin blade,
The thin blade Italian.
Italian, yes. Are we open tomorrow?
Yes. I'll be here 11 to 6.
Are we going to pre-order? You may want to call the store and just check and see.
I'll get the stuff
Easiest way.
I'll get the stuff on the website within an hour or two once we open tomorrow. So
Pre-order for what?
bear with me.
Shinkin L6.
Oh, that's already up.
And that's up. You can order those.
Yeah, it's $300 if you order this month. If you do not order this month, then it goes up to $400.
Does your forger do any mixed blades? For example, Damascus and spring steel, or Damascus and the Teton?
Teton?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that means.
I'm not sure. Like, do they mix the steel for the blades? Like,
Yeah.
do they do Damascus and spring steel?
So Damascus, so oftentimes some of the Damascus they use includes spring steel. Like their functional Damascus uses 3 different types of steel: S6, a spring steel, and a Hitachi steel. I don't remember which Hitachi steel and which spring steel it is, but they use S6 and those two. So for example, this one here, this guy, no one likes it too, except for me. This one is functional Damascus. And you can
Ugh.
see the pattern there. And this is like, it has a functional Damascus jacket around a
It's a
tool
beautiful
steel
blade.
core.
You may want to show that over here again, John.
Yeah, show off the Suba.
Lift it up a little bit. Lift it up a little bit. There we go. Now I can see it.
Next time we're going to get a streaming service where we can just use one.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know this is all. We have 3 cameras.
Yeah.
Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3.
So we're going to be doing a video podcast soon as well, sort of a roundtable where we have some special guests and we talk about the state of the industry, martial arts, just anything sword related. So look for that soon. Hopefully we'll get Samurai Bird and Matt Jensen, some of you awesome guys in with us to chime in and have some fun. John does some things that really piss off a lot of forges and companies because we're straight up will tell you about the steel types. And a lot of companies are saying it's one thing when it really isn't, and how you're going to know unless you spend a couple $100 to have it evaluated, which a lot of people won't do. So being John talks directly to the forges, there's some interesting stuff going on right now. We want to relay that information out to everybody. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming soon.
All right, I think we're going to shut this down if there are no other questions, but thank you all for joining in. Danny, you want to come over here? And she's been our camera woman, and also she got to show us the HEMA swords. And yep. All right, good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Everyone.
You guys have a good one. Be safe. Take care. Oh, hey, Samurai Bird, when you get that hoodie, let me know. Shoot me a message. Let me know you got it. Everything's good.